Ladies and gentlemen, and hockey fans of all ages, it is the middle of December. We are getting so close to Christmas, time of the holidays where you can spend with family and friends, enjoy sweet, delicious cookies, carolers, snow. It's the most wonderful time of the year, as they say. And kids writing their Christmas wish list to Santa think, this is what I want for Christmas. Well, I can tell you what I think some NHL teams would like for Christmas. My name is Randy Dillon. Welcome back to another exciting edition of Randy Talks Hockey. In this week's video, we're going to do things differently. We'll go through our regular updates on what's happening around the league, but we're going to start off going through the four divisions in the NHL, go through the teams, and I'm going to say what they would possibly like for Christmas. Well, the big news yesterday was Jim Montgomery was let go by the Dallas Stars doing unprofessional conduct. From what the statement was and from Jim Neal press conference, it did not line, what he did over the weekend did not line up to the standards in the beliefs of the Dallas Stars. It has nothing to do with a current player or a past player. The thing is not criminal, but we're all wondering, what did Mr. Montgomery do to get fired? It's strange that all coaches this year have been let go. 3 of the 4 of them have been let go to unprofessional conduct rather than performances. The only one let go performance was Mike Babcock. Rick Bowness has taken over as the intern head coach of the Dallas Stars. He was the assistant to Montgomery. Bowness does have experience on the bench. He was assistant to Alain Vigneault when he was the head coach of the Vancouver Canucks, which he was a part of the 2011 team that went to the Stanley Cup Final. Assistant to John Cooper, where he was a part of the 2015 Lightning team that went to the final. So Bowness has some experience around the bench. As an assistant, he did get his first win as a head coach yesterday. The Dallas Stars got a win. Congratulations, Mr. Bowness. Way to go. The Avalanche, they keep getting hit by that injury bug to their star players. This time, Phillip Bauer is gone again for a little while, but the biggest loss going to be Cale Makar. Makar was the front runner for the Calder. He was putting up points like no leading rookie scoring at the moment, only behind Quinn Hughes of the Vancouver Canucks and Buffalo Sabre Victor Olofsson. Makar's stats are unsure. They're saying day to day, but it doesn't sound like he might not play a game today. He didn't play Monday. It sucks for me because I have him in my fantasy team, so just great. But for the Avs, it's a huge loss for them. He's been such an important part of their defense and scoring. Another injury, as I said, Phillip Bauer is out again. This is the second time he's been out with injuries. Just a tough blow for the Avs. They got through the first time. Can they get through again? I'm going to talk about a little bit of Taylor Hall's destination quickly a little bit later in the video, but I just want to say I think the Avs, they have a little bit of a bigger thing to look at than trying to acquire Taylor Hall. Yes, he would look great on the wing, but I think they've done pretty good this year with their wingers, especially with the injuries to Rantanen and Landeskog. They could add something maybe around the deadline, not at expansion. But if I'm Joe Sakic, I look at maybe help on defense and help in net, because a veteran goalie might go a long way to reduce Grubauer's game and avoid injuries, and to help on defense, you're not taxing a lot of the players quite a bit. We'll see what Mr. Sakic does. A player that's on the trading block once again is Alex Galchenyuk of the Pittsburgh Penguins. The big question I think for Galchenyuk is, what are you going to get if you're the Penguins and Jim Rutherford? Like you last season, in the offseason, you traded Phil Kessel and a couple of other pieces to get Galchenyuk and something else. Last year, the Coyotes swapped Galchenyuk for Domi, and it just hasn't worked out. Galchenyuk has been getting opportunities. I know he was hurt early in the season, but if Gary Malcolm was out for time, Sidney Crosby's out for still an extended amount of time, he should be getting opportunities scored, but he's not really proving himself. So if you're going to trade Galchenyuk, it might have to be another struggling player. I don't know what you're going to get this time. You're Rutherford, and teams know you're in a little bit of a tight squeeze, so it doesn't look good for Mr. Rutherford. We all know everyone's coming up. I think Taylor Hall is going to go here, here, here. The obvious choice is the Colorado Avalanche. But I think the one team that might surprise everyone for Taylor Hall might be the New York Islanders. Listen, the Islanders, they have had a great season. They're still not getting a lot of praise on how wonderful a season they are. Second in the Metro, only behind the Washington Capitals. They went on a great 16-point streak long winning streak. Like, this team is incredible. I think they have assets. They have the draft pick to acquire Taylor Hall, to put themselves possibly in legitimate contender. He'll be great in the wing. We do know they signed a lot of their wingers last year, Bailey, Brock Nelson. They still have Andrew Ladd, so Taylor Hall might be only a half a season experiment, but it might be worth it. Who knows what Mr. Lamoriello will do. All right, now we're going to get into what teams want for Christmas. We're going to go through each division, and I'll tell you what the team want. We're going to start off in the Pacific Division. We're going to start off with the Edmonton Oilers. Their Christmas wish: no second season slump or disaster. It looks like it's happening right now. In the last few games, they lost bad to a team like Ottawa where they should have won. They were up 3-0 against Carolina yesterday, tied it, lost the game. Mikko Koskinen just allowed an ugly goal from all the way the other eye. It's just horrible for the Oilers. They need their goaltending to be strong if they want to continue making the playoffs. Leon Draisaitl has not been the best. He's putting up some points, but his numbers, he's really going high in the minus side, plus minus, so not good there. So Dave Tippett's going to have to straighten things out. If not, if the Oilers do get that second season slide, they might miss the playoffs. But that's the Oilers' Christmas, no second season slide. The Arizona Coyotes, I couldn't really find anything wrong with this team. Yeah, you could say we want more maybe from Phil Kessel and Clayton Keller, more from Ekman Larson, but the team up and down the roster has played really good hockey. They have two very good goalies in Darcy Kemper and T. Rant. Now, their second division, maybe like the Oilers, no second season slide, but this team's doing great. You can't really find ways to improve. You may want to find ways to improve it, but then I don't think no dramatic changes need to be made to the Coyotes. The next team for the Christmas wish is the Calgary Flames, and I think they got their Christmas wish early. Since Bill Peters had left and Jeff Ward taken over, they've been playing much better. 6 wins in a row, and they finally started getting scoring from the big guys. Sean Monahan has 4 goals in 7 games. Johnny Gaudreau has scored yesterday and a couple of games before. So the Flames are getting more offense from their big guys. Cam Talbot play has been better. That will help reduce the workload of goaltender David Rittich, who's on pace to start the most games next to Freddie Anderson. The Flames are doing good. Maybe the only thing they can wish for is not a long-term injury to Matthew Tkachuk. He's out day with an injury. They don't know if he's going to play tomorrow against Montreal. We'll have to wait on the announcement of what happened, but I would say that will be the Flames' Christmas wish. No long-term injury to Tkachuk, because they already got their top guy scoring. The Vegas Golden Knight Christmas wish, you could say earlier in the season they want defensive help. Well, they really turned that around. They're playing great hockey right now. I think the big Christmas wish for Vegas I think they'll make the playoff. But when they do, not getting screwed by a call in the playoff, like last year's Game 7, the first round, get the Sharks a 5-minute major, up 3-0. The Sharks scored 4 in a row. It was just a nightmare. That probably thrown the head back at the Vegas players. So that's their wish, not getting screwed in the playoffs when they make it by a call. The Vancouver Canucks Christmas wish, injuries have been a problem for this team, but I would say maybe more 5-on-5 offer from the top guys like Brock Besser and Elias Pettersson. They're able to begin their points in the special teams. Another wish would be stop blowing third period leads. It's been a common problem for the Canucks. They blew a big third period lead against Washington, another one against Pittsburgh. They blew another third period lead almost against the Buffalo Sabres on last Saturday. So if you're the Canucks, you got to find better ways to play defense. If you want to make the playoffs, and especially later in the season, the game gets tighter, checking gets harder, you got to find ways to defend those 2-goal leads. If not, that could be a big reason why you miss the playoffs. So for the Vancouver Canucks Christmas wish, better control over leads and not blowing them in the third period. The San Jose Sharks Christmas wish, there's a few things I think. 1, help on defense. I think a top 4 defenseman would really help this team. Brent Burns, he's trying his best. Mark-Edward Vlasic hasn't been the same. His plays kind of go down. Erik Karlsson, more for offense. The team is second worst in the league in goals against, next to the Detroit Red Wings. That's not good. Martin Jones, his play has gotten a little better, but it needs to be more if they really want to stop those woes. Another thing, more for Timo Meier. He hasn't been scoring much this year. He's not on pace to hit 30 like last year. He might maybe 20 something in the 20s. I don't know. He might hit 30, but still. So for the San Jose Sharks and their Christmas wish, more from Timo Meier and help on defense. The Anaheim Ducks Christmas wish, I would just say some early season, bring back some of that early season success they had in October. They were 8-6. They were playing great. November was a little bit of struggle where they went 3-6-4. Not the best November. They're kind of looking on the playoff, and they have a long way to go if they want to make it back in the playoff. But this is a young team with young players. They're starting a rebuild. Dallas Eakins, I think, has done a decent job with the team so far, especially with the rebuild. So for the Ducks, maybe some more early season success for the team. Maybe some more from the young guys. John Gibson's been playing great, but I think their young guys have been playing great as well. So a rebuilding team is hard to wish for. Maybe this season to end quicker, get that first overall pick. I don't know. For the final Christmas wish in the Pacific Division will be the LA Kings. Boy, oh boy, they have a lot of things they would wish for. The first overall pick, because this season's been awful. Maybe a road win. They've lost 11 games on the road. Ilya Kovalchuk problems. Ilya Kovalchuk gone, and they don't have no cap hit of that. Getting some assets. The only player they can really get an asset for is Tyler Toffoli and maybe Alex Martinez, but they trade Martinez. I think that's going to really hurt the defense. Jonathan Quick is playing a little bit better, but maybe more from him on a consistent base, and maybe that will increase his trade value. It's a mess in LA. Maybe their biggest wish of this season to end for next year, get some assets. Anyways, that's all I got for this week, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you enjoyed this special holiday Christmas edition of Randy Talks Hockey. We'll be back later this week to go through the Central Division and what their Christmas wishes would be. My name is Randy Dillon. Have a great day, and always remember, watch some hockey.